All right, this is going to be a playthrough of Dwarven Mine Shenanigans. I actually have already done it, so let me tell you what you're going to see is you're going to see me play 3 times. I'm going to lose the first 2 times, which I think is pretty good because you get to see how the game ramps in difficulty and how your choices matter and can get you killed. But the third playthrough, I think it's a very good example of how the game goes when you make it all the way to the end. The third playthrough, I'm actually playing a lot less pushing my risk. I'm being smart about my choices. I'm being a little bit more conservative with how much I push forward based on how much life I have and how good my weapons and my equipment are doing. So this is a playthrough of Dwarven Mine Shenanigans, a print and play game from DannyBurble.com. You can go and get a copy. And it's a solo playthrough 3 times. The first 2 times I die, so you see how the game goes wrong when you make bad choices. And the third time I go all the way to the end. I've got the pieces here that you can print out. I've got another video you can watch that is all about how to find this, print all the pieces, cut them out, has tips on making them, and then goes through the directions for the game. So in this video, I'm just gonna play the game and do it as just candidly as possible. And also, there's gonna be a little bit of a license to be silly, so please enjoy my terrible voice acting. The game opens in the dining hall. The first dwarf says, "Did you hear the mines are overrun with goblins again? The buggers keep spawning somewhere down below and they start working their way up. It takes a party of 5 or 6 dwarves to clean them out. It's just annoying if you ask me." Second dwarf, "Did you say 5 or 6 dwarves? To clear a tunnel? That's a horsehide. You call them dwarves? Pathetic. I bet I could go down there to the second or third junction on my own." First dwarf, "Is that right? Well, I'll bet I can clear down to the 4th junction before you even get your armor on." Second dwarf, "Are you challenging me? Why don't you take your foot out of your bleh?" Second dwarf, "Are you challenging me? Why don't you take your foot out of your trap so like you can put your money where your mouth is instead?" First dwarf, "Name your price and get your hammer. It's on." And that's how the shenanigans started. Now the king has gotten involved and everyone's honors at stake. Grab some gear, make a bet, bust some goblin heads, and be the best at it. Venture into the mines solo, with a team, or go every dwarf for themselves. No magic and no elven know-it-alls allowed. All right, I've got a setup for a 1-player game, so this is a solo run. And I've already talked about this setup in the other video for how to play, so feel free to see that. So I've already got my dwarf. It's got 10 hearts. I'm set up for my first run, set up on the first tunnel. I've got to make my bet and start. So the game starts with 75 gold. Sweet. So now I need to buy my equipment and do my first run through the tunnels. Here's a quick look at the equipment. I'm going to give you a shot on the camera and you can pause it and read it if you want. Cool. Okay, so I need to buy a hammer and I need to buy some armor. Let me think about this. What's my strategy this time around? I could go for trying to maximize my bet. I can go for trying to get this number as low as possible, so I'm more likely to get a success every time I roll the dice, or I can go for getting as many dice as possible and rolling a fistful of dice. So I think my strategy this time, I'm going to go for getting a pretty good bet. So I'm going to start with saying I'm going to reserve 25 on my bet and see what 25 and 25 will get me for a hammer and armor. Real quick here. 2d6 at 5 plus for 20 gold. 4d6 at 6 plus for 20 gold. 1d6 at 3 plus for 20 gold. 1d6 at 2 plus for 20 gold. That's almost a hit every time with 1 dice. Okay, but I would like to have 2. Okay. What will 30 get me? Yeah, I'm going to go with 1 die at a 2 plus for 25 gold for my hammer. So just track that real quick. 1 die at a 2+ for 25 gold. For armor, what can I get for 25? I can see I can get 1d6 for a 2+ for 20, 2d6 4+ for 25, 3d6 at a 5+. I'm going to go for 3d6 for a 5+ for 25 gold. So here's 3 at a 5+ for 25 gold. So I've got my equipment, I've got my bet. Let's place my bet. Well, based on my dice, I can't do enough damage to kill anything in Tunnel 2. So I'm going to place my bet before Tunnel 2. All right. So starting the first run. Real quick, first run, dwarves attack first. I'm at Tunnel 1 and I'm 1 step in, so that means I'm taking 1 card. This is a 1/1. Let me grab my dice real quick. Okay, dwarves attack first. 2+, this one's dead. Put that in a bone pile. I roll to see if I can be less than the checks on this card, but with a 1 you can't be lower. So now it's possible to move on to the next tunnel. So I'm grabbing 2 because I'm 2 steps into this tunnel. And let's see, dwarves go first. I killed 1. Goblins attack. Here's my defense. That's 2 defense. This is a 1/1, so I'm good. Dwarves coming back. Wow, I'm rolling a lot of 2s. I'm really glad I got that 2+. That one's dead. We're going to see if we can roll below a 2 here. Nope. Okay, next room. 3 1/1s are coming out. So everything in this deck is a 1/1. So that's something you can bank on at the beginning of the game. All right, first attack. Got 1. Goblins attack. I blocked 1, but not the other. So let's get rid of... Dwarf attacks. Man, I am so glad I bought that 2+, or I would just be destroyed right now. Goblins attack. Here's my block. Blocked 1. Dead. Can I roll below a 3? I did. So now we're going to move forward to Tunnel 2. And I have already met my bet. So I've got a good amount of life here. I'm going to get... let me think about this. I've got a good amount of life. I just realized I didn't start with the right amount of life. 6, 7, 8. There should be 10. Let me get 2 more. There we go. So 9. Yeah, I've got a good amount of life. There's a possibility I could kill something in there. So maybe I'll just see what's coming up, because these are giving me gold for every one that I kill. So I would love to kill a couple more goblins. So I'm just going to go for it. So let's see what we got. A 2/1. So I can kill that. So let's... That one's dead. Can I roll below a 1? I can't. Let's try the second one. So now we're going to pull from this deck, and the second card comes from the next lowest deck. There we go. So 2/1 and a 1/1. So again, I can actually kill them, which is great. So we're going to... Dwarf attacks. Nothing. Goblins attack. So I have an attack of 2 and attack of 1. 1 success means I can block this guy, but I can't block that guy. So I take 2 damage. So pop this off. There we go. All right. Dwarf attacks. That's a success. I'm going to kill this one because it does more damage. Goblins attack. Blocked. Dwarf takes it. Killed. I feel like I've pushed my luck pretty well on this. Let me see if I can advance my tunnel. No, that's not less than 2. So I have a choice. I can either continue in tunnel 2 and get 1, 2, 3 cards, or I can quit now. And again, I have enough life that I'm thinking about, yeah, I'm just going to take a look. I could always flee. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, I lucked out again. 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. That means my hammer can kill everything here. So let's go. Oh, that's going to be rough. So I didn't kill anything with my first roll. So I've got 2, 4, 5 damage coming at me and a possibility of blocking 3. So I'm going to take at least 2 damage. Let's see what happens here. Oh, I got 2 successes. That's awesome. So these are going to block this guy, and I'm going to take 3 damage. Wow, that's bleak. That looks bleak right there. Now I have a choice. It's the dwarf's turn. I can attack, or I can flee. I really feel like I can handle these guys, but at the same time, if I can't, I'm going to end up losing that bet. So I'm gonna flee, which means that the goblins get 1 more attack. So let's roll for that. I blocked 1. So I take 4 damage and I'm dead. Wow, I pushed it a little too far that time. Okay, wow, what I could have done differently is I could have not done this last round. I could have I could have bailed as soon as I passed my bet, and I didn't. So that's kind of on me. So I made a bad choice and I screwed up, and now I'm dead, and that's kind of how the game goes. It's one of the things I like about this specific design is that I feel like when I lose, it was my fault. I'm set up for round 2. Okay, I've got my 75 gold. I got my 10 life. I've actually got 10 hearts this time. Reset to 1 first run. Reset to first tunnel with 1 step. We're ready to go. This time around, let me think here. I really liked my hammer. That thing was kicking butt. So I'm just gonna buy the same hammer. So for 25 gold, I'm gonna get a 2+. 25 gold, a 2+, 1 die. For the armor, I feel like I wasn't hitting as much as I wanted to. So let me drop down. What can I get for a 2d6 for 25 gold, a 4+? Let's try that one. So I'm gonna get a 4+. 2 dice. That's going to cost me 25. And then I've got my 25 to bet. I really enjoy the strategy here where each time you can get a totally different weapon and you can get exactly what you want with your equipment because dwarves can make anything. So it's more about finding the exact strategy that you want and less about just using the available items in whatever the game gave you. I get a little frustrated with that in some games where it's just you find a random card. Is it useful or not? Compared to, let me try my strategy here. What do I actually want to be doing? Okay, so I think I have a pretty solid setup. I've got a pretty good bet. Yeah, a pretty solid bet. I think I have a hammer that's going to hit a lot, and I think I've got armor that's going to do a little better this time. So let's go ahead. So first step into tunnel 1. That's a 1-1. Dead. Can I roll below a 1? I can't roll below a 1. Next step into the tunnel. 2 1-1s. Dwarves attack first. I kill 1. Goblins attack. Let's see how this armor does. Blocked. Attacking. Missed. It's blocking. Blocked twice. That's nice. Here comes the hammer. Oh, that was kind of off. There we go. Can I roll below a 2? Nope. Third step into this tunnel. Killed 1. I've got 2 goblins attacking and the ability to possibly block both of them. Let's see what happens. Blocked 1. So I take 1 damage. I'm going to go ahead and attack again. Keep rolling onto these counters. There we go. Goblins attack. I got a 2 and a 3, which is not enough. So I'm going to take a damage here. Attack. It's a success. Got him. Can I roll below a 3 here? No. So now I've got 4 goblins coming out of this tunnel. Dwarf attacks first. Kills 1. Goblins attack. Blocked 2, which is pretty... No, I didn't. Sorry, that was a 4 and this was a 3. So I only blocked 1, which means I'm going to take 2 damage. This armor's not working out as well as I thought it did. Actually, my rolls are not as good, I don't think. Hammer. Got 1. Goblins attack. Blocked 1, take 1 damage. Attack. Got 1. Goblins attack. Blocked. Killed him. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can I roll below a 4? No. Wow. Okay. Looks like I'm going to clean out everything in Tunnel 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that's all the goblins in Tunnel 1. So if I beat this round of battle, I'm automatically going to advance. So I'm going to go for it because this bet is on the line, even though I wish my life was higher. So, wow, let me think about this. If I attack and I kill 1, I have a possibility of taking 4 damage. If I do good with my roll, I'm going to guaranteed to take 2 damage if I kill 1. I could possibly run, but I'm going to go for it. All right, that's 1 dead. Goblins attack. Let's see what happens. Oh, that hurts. So I lost 4. And now the inevitable, I'm going to die. There's no way I can beat this round. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack. I missed. Goblins attack. It doesn't matter what I roll. I block 2. I take 2 damage. I'm dead. Man, I really thought I had it that time. I thought I had a really good setup, and I thought I was playing conservatively, but I just got way further into Tunnel 1 than I expected. Okay, I'm going to do another round, start over, and we're going to adjust this a little bit. But let me think here. How do I want this to be different? I think I might lower my bet a little bit just so I can get something better on my armor side. Yeah, let's try that.